What is going on? My name is Ethan Karmalinsky. I live in Miami, Florida. I'm 23 years old and I am documenting my journey to building a $1 million marketing agency and beyond. So this week was pretty cool. So I officially closed my first referral and that felt amazing. It was a $10,000 referral check that is going to come in. So that's all said and done. And then I actually got the same agent who I referred the deal out to essentially prepay for two more listings already. And what that essentially looks like is that he paid me $6,000 as a credit to secure his territory, which is the Salt Lake City area territory, and it's just a credit. So it's like any deals I bring him, let's say I bring him another $40,000 deal, my commission check will be $10,000, but he's already prepaid, 6,000 of it, so he'll only owe me like 4,000. But the reason why I wanted to do that is to essentially get his skin in the game to secure the listing area. So all the listings that I'll generate in that area will go to him, as long as he does a good job. But it's also to drag cash up front and forward, to obviously the president. And if you guys watch Alex Hermosi, the money models has kind of been top of mind for me, which is to essentially just drag money to the president so you can essentially make it a flywheel and make money to advertise, which is what I'm trying to do. Now, granted, my cost to acquire a client is so low that doesn't really matter. It's like pennies on the dollar. But I obviously want to feed myself and I want to make a lot of money, in the short term. Which, by the way, just on a personal note, between that referral check, the $6,000, and then just a couple other random marketing services, I actually pulled in a $20,000 a month this month, which is by far the highest month of revenue I've had ever, which is amazing. I'm already at, if I keep this up, I'm at, $240,000 a year run rate. And what's really cool is I really don't have that many business expenses. It's like pretty much all software. It's like $1,000, $1,500 in software, and that's pretty much it. I got no employees right now, so it does feel really good to essentially generate that revenue. And I'm obviously, my goal is to get to $1 million a year or 100K a month. So I'm already a fifth of the way there. Now, granted, it's not exactly what I would. It was about a tenth of what I need it to be in terms of where I think the money's going to come from, which is referral fees. But I'm well on my way there. And honestly, it's like, okay, well, how can I 10x this or 20x this? And I think the answer is just do more what I'm already doing. Again, you'll if you guys have been watching the last the last like 8 videos, I essentially go on here and say the same exact thing, which is it's like, how do I hit my goals? And the answer is just do more what you're currently doing. Don't try to change it. Don't try to optimize it. Don't try to improve it. It's like you have a winning product or service in front of you, or opportunity even. And the answer is just to hammer it as much as you possibly can. And I think that's like right now it feels super easy for me. And I think back to a story that Hermosi was telling, and he was like talking to a mentor, and he was like, yeah, and like things are going really well, I'm pulling in 100 200 grand a month. Not there yet, will be soon. And he was like, and then the mentor was like, when it gets easy is when you go hard. And for me right now, it's like, it's almost like it feels almost too easy, to where the point is like, I'm like actually a little bit scared. It's like, how long is this gonna last? And I think that's what I'm really trying to internalize right now, is it's like, I would love to say that this business model will last forever, right? I would love to think that like I can do this, in 5, 10, 20 years from now. But the reality is that cold email has only been around for the last 10 years. And who knows, with AI and different software and Google, changing their policies, I don't know how long cold email is gonna last. And I think that right now, if I'm already at 10, 20,000 a month, my goal is to get to 100,000 and beyond. And I I would love to say that like I can do this forever, but the reality is I don't know how much longer I can do this. So I think that I have an opportunity right now to make a lot of money, and it's really easy because I know exactly what I need to do. Like I know exactly what I need to do. And I just need to do it, and I need to do a lot of it, and I need to do only that for as long as I possibly can, and then like to the point where I feel okay taking off my foot off the gas. But as long as it's easy for me, I really should not stop. So the strategy right now, like I'm like thinking back to, and I was like staring at my pipeline so I have Wes, which is one of the agents that I was referring deals to in Salt Lake City. And then I have another agent, Alex, in Phoenix. And although I haven't yet charged him any upfront fees or actually made really any money on him at all because we don't have any deals closed yet, we are cranking listings like left and right. Since I started with him, I think it was probably 22, 23 days now. We've already gotten him 6 listings. I think it's 6. It's either 5 or 6. But a crazy amount of booked appointments. I'm like reading some of the notes that they're taking on my leads, and a lot of them look super promising. And so, I mean, I think he's got another at least 2 or 3 listings in the pipeline just off of the leads I've sent him already. So we're talking like 10 listings, and which would probably make me like $30,000 or $40,000 whenever like the dust is all settled. And like for me, it's like, okay, well, how do I get more Alexes? Well, the answer is the question like I have to ask is how did I get Alex in the first place? And the way I got him was I was generating leads in his territory. And then I just literally texted him. I said, hey, Alex, I know you don't know me. My name's Ethan. I'm a licensed agent in California. I got this guy who's wanting to sell his house. Do you mind giving him a call to see if you can even help him? And Alex was like, yep, I'll take him on. Yeah, no worries. And I asked him obviously for a 25% referral fee. Alex agreed to that. So Alex called him, and it turns out, he called him. I don't know if that deal's working or not, but what literally Alex said is like, hey bro, if you got any more listings that you could possibly refer me to, I would love to pay you 25% referral fee to do this. And it's like, boom, okay, now we've got him quote unquote onboarded, and that's when I really started to scrape leads in his area to see, if he can actually convert, which clearly he can. They've already booked like 25 appointments out of like the 70 leads I've sent him already. So crazy amount of like booking rate. So here's what I'm thinking. I just do a lot more of what I currently did. And I was thinking like, okay, well, at first I wanted to go from like market to market and like generate a whole bunch of leads in like a specific market and then find one agent to fulfill on. But I think that my bottleneck right now is to find agents, because leads are no longer a problem for me to actually generate. That being said, I only have a specific, like I only want to send, one agent all my leads, because I don't want to have multiple agents. Now, granted, when I get like really good and start turning a crazy amount of leads, sure, multiple agents in one territory, I'm open to it. But like the idea is right now is one agent, one territory, all the leads. And okay, well, if I had more Alexes, if I had 10 or 50 more Alexes, how much more money would I be making? And the answer is 10 or 50 times more than I'm going to be making from Alex, which is a lot. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of money that I'm staring at right now. And I think the answer, which I'm going to just ruthlessly attack this week, is to essentially generate the most hot, most qualified leads, which I've found to be expired listings over the last like week or so, because they're like super hot, super fresh, and their house didn't sell when they've already had it on the market. To generate a crazy amount of hot qualified leads across America. And now this is where it's going to be painful, because I'm going to be generating leads across America without any agent to send them to. And my entire job is to generate the leads and connect them with the agent. And what that's going to do for me is it's going to essentially create a crazy amount of agent connections for me. And I already known this, proven by Alex. If I can just get more Alexes across America, that if I send a lead to someone, to an agent, and even if it's a semi-qualified lead, like they've had a decent conversation, even if the lead like picked up and talked to them, right? The agent's gonna want more of them. And I've essentially, what I'm essentially doing is, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. YouTube might demonetize me, but I'm essentially being the drug dealer, right? I'm giving them the crack to get them hooked on, and then what Hermosi said is like the lead magnet, which I'm essentially trying to replicate in my business right now, which is like one referral is a lead magnet. And the beautiful thing is, it's like, yes, I'm giving away this lead for free, but I'm also have a contingency on there, which is like, if you end up closing him, you'll pay me 25%. Now, granted, I am not like banking off the fact that these agents who I don't know will potentially close this deal. Now, if they do, then obviously I make money. But right now, essentially the goal is to get more Alexes. And that's what I'm realizing, because it's like, then from there, I can leverage that, saying, okay, you have gotten a couple leads from me. I can go and generate 50, 100 leads per month in your territory. If you want me to do that for you, then I'll obviously charge $15,000 up front to do that, to secure the territory. If not, no worries. I can go find another agent in your territory and they're going to get all my leads. So, So I'm just trying to capitalize on that. I think that I have a crazy, like, when I first started this journey, I feel like I'll be really real, which is that 100K a month was like the goal. It's like 100K a month felt so far away and felt so big that I thought I was shooting so big. And then I'm realizing now that's like, I wrote this in my journal, and I want to get this accurate. Here's what I said. I said, the beautiful thing about getting some success is that you get to see how little effort it actually took to get there, and how much more you're truly capable of. It's not the success itself, but the realization of your true potential. And for me, it obviously took me like years to get to this point. And although getting here has required a lot from me, and a lot of work, and a lot of figuring out, how to send cold emails, and why, like, what agents truly value and how much they'll truly pay for a referral fee. I can go through the whole thing, but like, it took me a lot of work and a lot of time to get here. But I think what I'm saying here is how little effort actually took to get here is what I mean by, like, I'm staring at a level 10 opportunity right now, and even just like slightly pulling the lever, I'm making a decent amount of money. And instead of like slightly pulling the lever and saying, okay, I'm good with 20,000 a month, it's like, how can I pull the lever all the way and then pull it down again and then pull it down again, to essentially just do as much as I possibly can. Because truthfully, like, I do spend most of my waking hours at this desk, but I only spend a few select hours per week actually sending out emails and responding to emails and connecting them with the leads. And obviously, as I start to do this more and more, excuse me. As I start to do this more and more, I start to realize and truly draw a line between where the money happens and what action it took to get there. And for me, it's like, there's literally only three put like 4 different specific actions. It's like scrape leads, send emails, respond to emails, connect leads to agents, and find agents to connect them to. Like, if I just do those 6 things, I seriously don't know what else I need other than like, you know, small admin work, right? So I don't want to ramble too much, but that's where I'm at right now. That's where my head's at, and I know for a fact that I'm going to be making I mean, if I just continue, you know, with what I'm currently doing and do more of it, yeah, I'll be at 100K a month pretty soon. So thanks guys for watching.